Hey guys, it's Heidi. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. Today I am going to show you what I colored in the months of June, July, and August. I didn't do all that much. I have only 3 books, as you can see. This one here I colored a lot in June. And then after that was finished, I, for some reason, just felt completely out of the mood for coloring, and I just wasn't into it at all. And so I just kind of took a break. I did a lot of other things, a lot of other crafts, and then just recently I started getting back into it again, starting to feel it. So I thought I would do just a video on what I completed in the past 3 months, which isn't all that much as far as number of books, but this book, I have several, as you can see there. So I'll just do these 2 first. This book here was actually the most recent one completed, in Entangled Forest by Angela Porter. I did the first page, and I did this with Staedtler markers, the water-based double-ended markers. I think they're called 320s, or they used to be called 320s. So I did a base of that, and then I did shading with Black Widows, and then I went in and did some highlights and some other marks and stuff with Artex acrylic paint pens. And then I used some stickles on the stars right here. If you can see, I don't know if you can tell. And I liked how it came out in the end. There were some phases where I wasn't really sure if I was gonna like it, to be honest, but that's just how it goes. But yeah, in the end, I think I like it. Make sure I'm in frame there. And okay, so that's that one in Entangled Forest. And then in 50 Jungle Miniatures by Camelia Angelkova, I did this page. And this was actually the first one I did in June, right away in June. And I kind of went by the cover. I took inspiration, I guess you would say, from the cover. I used Lemachet markers, alcohol markers, for everything as a base. And then I used Black Widow pencils to do the shading, and Artex paint pens to do some of the highlights. And yeah, that was it for that one. I like how it came out. I think it looks pretty cute. And then after I did that, I was just in the mood for doing color by numbers for some reason. I think I was starting to feel the burnout a little bit already, and I wanted to just do something mindless. So I picked up this book, which I have been working in for a couple of years, fairly often. And so I started out, I'm not sure, I'm not going in order of the pages that I actually colored, but the order they appear in the book. So what I did with this book is I did a few, and then I counted the pages that were uncolored, unfinished, and realized that I was halfway done, or a little bit more than halfway done with the book. So I kind of set myself a goal for the month to finish the book, and I did actually. So this book is finished. Yay! feel really excited about that. I'll just show you the ones that I finished in June, and then I'll do a separate video on the whole thing in case anyone's interested in seeing the whole book. So this page here, from World of Mice. Oh, and I don't know, did I say this is 40 coloring pages from Sun Life Drawing, and it's just a sort of a random collection of all their, not all their books, but some of their different books. So did this one from World of Mice, stained glass color by number, and I did this one with Crayola crayons. Turned out pretty cute. And this page I did with water-based markers. I used a few different ones. I used Stettlers, I used Crayola Super Tips, I used Tombos, and I'm not entirely sure which one I used on this. But yeah, so it's the unicorn. This is from Fantasy Quest Color by Number. Very, very colorful. I think it's pretty. I kind of like the Sun Life Drawing Color by Numbers. I like the color schemes for the most part. I don't really have a lot to say about that, except these were very relaxing and I enjoyed them a lot. These kind of gridded ones. Sometimes I'm not in the mood for it, but I really was this time. I did this next one. I thought this turned out cute. This was with Tombos. This is from Baby Animal Quest Color by Number. This page was with water-based markers. This is from Art Animals Color by Number Quest. And yeah, another one of these. I was really getting into these. This one is from Travel Mosaic Color by Number, and this was with Lemiche alcohol markers. I feel like the colors came out a bit washed out, and it might be those particular markers. I find that they're not my favorites compared to the Ohuhu. Sometimes the colors are just a little bit weird or washed out, but it's okay. This one is from Pokemon Quest Color by Number, and I did this with Lemiche markers as well, alcohol markers. And I do like the colors that I chose for this. I think that this works really well. This one is from Mosaic Mandala Color by Number, the black edition. And I did follow the suggested colors. Sometimes some of the other color by numbers I've just kind of gone my own way, but this one I did follow, and I used Lemiche alcohol markers, and I think it's pretty. I like it. This one is from Animal Quest Color by Number, and it goes this way. The lion, very colorful. I like it. This one was fun to do, I remember. I mean, they were all fun to do. I kind of thought that I would get really sick of these by the end, trying to finish the whole book, but actually I was enjoying that a lot. This one was done with, I don't know. Oh, I think this one was Stettlers. I can kind of see the little lines from the tips. And yeah, definitely water-based, but the colors are a little off. Some of these purples and pinks, maybe a little off, but it's okay. This was Animal Love Quest Color by Number. this page was from Art Animal Stencils, Color by Number, and I don't like this page. The colors are just really bizarre to me. This is one of the few in the Sun Life drawing where I'm just like, what is going on? I don't really get it as far as their suggested colors. I used alcohol markers, probably Lemachet markers. Yeah, not much to say about that one. This one I like. This one is from Christmas, Stained Glass, Color My Number. And I use Lemachet alcohol markers again. I like how it came out. I added a little bit of blush on the cheeks and the lips with either pencil or crayons. I can't remember which. Yeah. This was, did I say? Yeah, alcohol markers. Forgetting what I just said. This one is Coloring Quest Animals, and I think this was also Stettler water-based markers. Colors are a little weird maybe, but that was probably, you know, my fault. Like, I could have sampled them a little bit before I started to make sure they all went together, and I didn't, so it's fine. This one is from Fairies Stained Glass, Color by Number, and I used Bic crayons, which were new to me, and I liked them a lot. They are different than Crayolas. They go down really smoothly. They don't have as much like wax debris coming off of the crayon. They're nice colors. Yeah, I'm going to show those in a haul, upcoming haul. And they were, I learned about them through a video on Pixie's channel, because I had no idea they existed, but I liked them a lot. I like how this page turned out too. Then we're on to the next section. Let's skip forward to the page I did. This page is extremely simple. This is Mosaic Carpets, one color. And I don't always follow their suggestion to use one color. Sometimes I just do whatever I want, because why not? But this time I did one color, and I think it suits it. It was just a black Sharpie, I think. And then let's skip forward again through that big section. Those were all finished before. This is the next one in here, and this section is just adult coloring books. So this one is Anime and Manga Coloring Chibi Animal Girls. And this is actually my favorite page in the whole book, now that I've colored it. It wasn't the one I was drawn to most, but it's the one that I like now that it's done. I used a Hoo-Hoo alcohol markers and Black Widow pencils for the shading, and Artex markers, paint pens, on some of the highlights, you know, all the little accents and stuff. And yeah, I like this one a lot. This page is from Relax in Color, Inverted Mandala, and it was going fine, I feel like, until I got to the outside when I used the pink, and then I don't like it. After that point, I did not like the result. I used ultrafine Sharpies on this. I should have stuck with the color scheme I already had going. Maybe use the red again, or the orange and yellow or something, but you know, can't win them all. And then this page is from World of Animals coloring book. extremely detailed. I was not really into this page before I started. I probably wouldn't have touched it if I hadn't had that resolution to finish the book. But I did, and I just, this was just sort of half-hearted. I wasn't feeling it, and I just sort of went in and colored all of the main elements, but I didn't bother with any shading. I'm not really crazy about the colors that I used. Yeah, just don't like it. And I used a combination of alcohol markers on this one. This page is from Relax and Color Mandala, and I do like how this one came out. I used alcohol markers, I believe. Yep, alcohol markers, probably Lemachet markers, and I used a gold paint pen. I can see on some of these little details. I went back in and added embellishments. I added white Posca dots, which is one of my favorite things to do recently. Yeah, so like that page. This page is from Day of the Dead Sugar Skulls coloring book, and I didn't really know what to do with this page at first. It has all this stuff in the background that I didn't really feel like coloring in, but I wasn't sure what to do. But finally I just decided to go in with some distress ink and sort of make all of that fade into the background. And so I just used a variety of different colors, made it look sort of old parchment-like. That was my intent anyway. And then I used an ultrafine Sharpie in dark brown just to go in and color in the pirate. And I think it actually works pretty well. I like it. I like how it came out. And then the last page that I did in June, was this page. This is from World of Cats coloring book. And I used a base of alcohol markers, probably Lemachet markers again. And then I used crayons actually to do the shading. A combination of Bic crayons and Crayolas. And then I went back at the end with some acrylic paint pens to just do some highlights here and there on the different things. And that's it. And I feel pretty happy about how that came out. So that is all for that. Yeah, so not too terribly much for the last 3 months, but yeah, I just needed a break from YouTube. I think I had been really intense about it for the previous 4 or so months, and I just needed a break. And sometimes I just feel like doing other stuff. Yeah, I was into knitting, crochet, I was doing a lot of yarn stuff. And I wasn't really into watching YouTube either. Just needed a complete break from coloring, and I think that did me good. So I hope that you had a good summer with your coloring. I hope you enjoyed it. And I'll be back with haul videos and finished pages for September. That is, a few weeks away still. But yeah, so I will see you in the next video, and take care, and thanks so much for watching.